What's up, YouTube? I'm Paul Van Ness, and I want to give you an update on our Memorial Day trip to Ocracoke. We do this trip all the time. It's weather permitting, and Kokomo made it across just fine on Wednesday, but when it came time for Rainbow Dash to do the crossing, we didn't have the same experience. We drove down on Friday night, and when we got to the Cedar Island boat ramp, it was extremely windy, 25 to 30, and I was just like, this has got to die down by morning or we're probably not going to do the crossing. So we went to sleep and the boat shuttered all night, and then we woke up and it was the same. So it was kind of a bummer. I really did not want to risk taking my nephew across in 25 to 30 when the Coast Guard was calling for 4-foot waves, which looked like 8-foot waves. And then we're gonna have to sail into Ocracoke Harbor in 25 to 30 knots. So I just thought better of it that we should redesign our trip, just try to do something else, which was a bummer. It was a beautiful day at Cedar Island though, which was really deceptive because the wind was blowing off of the island onto the water. So it looked really peaceful, and it didn't seem to have any whitecaps despite the fact that it was blowing 25 to 30. But I know that once you go out there 5 miles, it's gonna totally pick up. So I've done this trip maybe 15 to 20 times, and I know it's a very risky trip and you really have to be careful and know what you're doing. After all, I have actually been dismasted twice on these Ocracoke trips aboard my boat Rainbow Dash. So I know what the risks are, and you got to be willing to make a change of plans. Otherwise, you're just going to put yourself in harm's way. So that's what we did. We hung out in Beaufort, we checked out Cedar Island, we walked on the beach, checked out the wild horses, hung out in the town, bought a fishing pole, got some burgers, and played pool. Which turned out to be a lot of fun. So we decided to make the best of it and not hang out in Beaufort and try to do the hook, although that was right there. And instead, we drove 4 hours to Wrightsville Beach, but we ended up just sleeping on the boat and hanging out on the beach, and we had a great time. Monday turned out to be a really beautiful day. We got a lot of body surfing in, and then we decided to sail back to the dock at Trails End boat ramp. Trails End boat ramp is a really nice boat ramp actually that we've been using, which only has one ramp, and so you have to back the boat in and then immediately move the boat. You have to motor it over to a floating dock and then walk around and pull out your truck and trailer. So we hauled our anchor and raised our sails and headed south, finding ourselves to be the only sailboat out on the water during this powerboat mecca that is Memorial Day weekend at Wrightsville Beach. We didn't pull out the camera a whole lot because it just wasn't the trip we had planned to do, but the few times we did, we found some interesting stuff, like this crazy flotilla, where apparently the captain was offering a joint to the crew. So that's just what it's like. Sometimes you have to change your plans because you just can't sail to a schedule.